rose, a matte black, my rover, cha-cha. Gon' show you, cha-cha. They gon' heat me up, I been trying to keep it cool with these little. They tried to stop it, too late, my finger was already on it. Call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I. The 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never. All that beating around the bush, homie said with your chest. Got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it. Vroom, vroom. Like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet. Go and check the news, Brody heard somebody stress. In your feelings by the better get a grill. Tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip. I got right here for show, I make everybody dip. Went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking out your hip? I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip. She begging me to take a sip. First she drove the boat, then she like a ship. First you load it up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, not no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me.
Get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. The passing out deep, I'm cold with the My little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Drippin' money, clear, splash, I'm covered in bells. But I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go federal. I pour up, I'll measure. When I met her, I leveled up, my bread up. I'm fed up, it's pressure, it's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, you stuck on it. Mason, Manjala. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My Lil Wayne, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this one the landslide. Ain't gonna be no who this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say they want that issue, I'm going 50, and then the got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of the dry. Riding the special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, her ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She sing I might tell her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, Anna, Brandon, say this. I just to the door, I took the Billy cool back, then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I stood up, the ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they fine and telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier, spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, It's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday Night Primetime. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. I got you all in check. Busta Rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, fight Q-tip, I think I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just weed. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble dance, my duty, pepper seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow up. Busta Rhymes always headlines the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Step by 17 and enjoy my boat cruise. I know
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped. That's 25. The drive will begin there.
Get it! Touch 60 back, go!
They'll run. It's a man from Virginia Tech, Basil Tinton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Cougar 19! Cougar 19!
They'll throw on first down with Miller. He's across midfield, and they will finally run him down. They are cooking to begin this drive This play going for 30 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
It's second and 8 at the Lions' 26-yard line.
Ready? Viking 18.
Now Milrow. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
It's a gain of 20.
They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. First and goal. Now it's Milrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A play fake. Now Williams. He'll let one go down the middle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Second and 10.
What is up?
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 89 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
Run over center now with Tootin. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
On second down, it's Tootin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Get it. Go.
Throwing is Milrow. Set up the screen here for Tootin. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
Even though they gave gave up that last completion, Mike. That's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That's taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. They convert with a gain of 15.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Seven Pirates!
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. A short pass, taken in by one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll get forward to about the 42. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd and 1, it's Milrow. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by DJ Turner.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. Just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is gone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series great with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Let's go now. Captain Ryan.
They'll run it here with 2. To the 45. Still going. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. The Colts are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14-7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Angle Scrambling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. A long one from Gibbs to gain of 43 yards.
We've just seen it time and time again here today. He just continues to get them for big runs, and I think this one might be his best of the bunch.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Moving outside the pocket, and he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes. Brian Burns. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's cut. It's Isaac to Slaw. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. Their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's got half a 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Williams in motion. Here's Gibbs. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Parkinson in motion. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Lions who have the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Parkinson in motion. On the bootleg, it's under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Josh Hines-Allen gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, if it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return starts from the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Come on.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Corner 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now 2nd and 1. Another run here with 2. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Milrow. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbor. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. To the goal line and in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown Colts. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Point after.
Extra point.
He's got it. And the Colts are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. This one's complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First reception of the game for St. Brown. And he gives his team a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Lions.
Williams in motion. Now faking the give. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Brian Burns. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of this first half. Williams to throw on 2nd down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
Open man, it's Jamison Williams. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Taking off and trying to get there. And he's going to have a Lions first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on that 4th and inches.
4th and short. Initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
Here's Gibbs. Finding space at the 15. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, stack. Pump, set, next knee back there. Pound 80. Buffalo 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Indy. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The PAT. And good. And the Colts cut the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Big Ed Oliver getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Really well done here by the defense by executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. Good defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
First reception of the game for St. Brown, and he gives his team a first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run up the middle is good. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get about 5. To throw is Williams. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Lions.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play call just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. Really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want.
Warrior 70. 79 Broncos.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milrow. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That run good for 8 does it. A very quick 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now a signal, timeout called, 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Viking 18.
Run out of the gun, and it's 2. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. and 10. Here's Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down, 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Latu. There they bring him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Detroit.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A give. Here's Benson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From 29. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll go again with Benson. Will block it to the 15. And he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Lions.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Chinton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Pick up the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Play. Trap 60.
Go.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. Finding room at midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
On the double.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run. It's Chinton. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort, and unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready, ready, steady.
Right back to Tipton. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Milrow. Left side in the hands of Neighbor. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Let's go now.
To the air, it's Milrow. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up to 3rd down.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Down. Viking 18.
He'll look to pick it up with Tipton. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
16 yards.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Now it's Milrow. This one on the floor. And he's into the end zone yet again. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
The kicker on.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams forced out wide. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
What is on?
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. That one way too slow developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Clear now for no gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Third down and 9. Off play action. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact, but so flags. It's going to be fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
At their own 11-yard line.
Ready up. 65 catch. 70 Timberwolves. Get it. Go.
On the ground. Here's Chipney. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
It's a gain of 7.
Ready. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Milrow. Left side, and is caught by Warren. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 cut. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Ready. Warriors 70. Cougar 19.
Throwing is Milrow. Over the middle, he's got Warren. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
15 yards on the play.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here we go.
Again, it's Milrow. Taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The first time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Let's go now.
And up. It's 2. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal.
Here we go.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
At the 1-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Play action. It's Milrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DJ Giddens. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, they are picking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make it?
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Now Gibbs on the ground, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good one. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A run with Benson. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Detroit. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, 18, 5 in. 70 line. Go.
Now Milwell, moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Let's go. Viking, 18. 19, Charger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll drop to throw. That one out of the reach. The receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
they've got to find a way to free him up, whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows. And if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
On 3rd and 1, it's Milrow. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Look, great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here. And they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to get back to a one-possession game. His kick is good. He got it. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A one-score game late. We figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out. But it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
A run here with Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Second and 5.
What is it hard? Here we go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Raise it up.
On 3rd down, they go with Benson.
Typically, I'm the first one to be screaming up here to keep your offense on the field, be aggressive, and go for it. I think at this stage of the 4th quarter, possessions are at a premium. I think you take this field goal, make it a 2-possession game, and I think now it's really hard for your opponent to have enough time to come back.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of length. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Here is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Rolling right. He'll run again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
19 tight.
First and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Looking across the field, he gets this to Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And the Colts, first down.
They'll get up and stop it with 4 seconds left on the clock. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.